The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tiger Technician Hour with your host, Basil Chapman. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Now, Basil Chapman.
Hi folks, Basil Chapman here. This is the Tiger Technicians Hour on this Thursday, the 2nd of May. We lost Wednesday, that was yesterday. Let me just go through this real quickly. Dow is up 56 after running all the way to 38,148. But wait a minute, yesterday went all the way to 32,000 right there. Oh, 32,000. Went all the way to 38,349 and then failed. I consider that to be a false rally yesterday. I typed into the den because it was the E-mini was jumping around. I just said, this zigging and zagging is no good. I'm going to go zigging and zagging on the tennis court. So I left it about 20 to 3. And as I'm driving to the tennis court, and I get out and I look, whew, what a rally. And I'm saying to myself, oh, that's amazing. But the zigging and zagging should still continue. But then it went up almost 400 and something points. And then I started playing and I kept checking. And then when I checked just near the 4 o'clock, it's only up 88 points. And I thought, that is exactly what I was talking about when I was saying zigging and zagging. You're in a range. Well, the range goes like this. In the Chapman wave methodology, there's a technique I developed a long time ago. One of those techniques is, I always say, how did you learn this stuff? I always say, went to the School of Hard Knocks, then went to the Graduate School of Hard Knocks, then the Postgraduate School of Hard Knocks, and that never goes away. You're always learning in the market. Why? Because there are patterns that repeat over and over and over, but you don't know when they're going to repeat, and you don't know how they're going to repeat. And even here, look, this is the pattern called the dreaded H. Lowercase a goes straight down, runs up, fails at a peak A or a B, and then takes out the left side low. On the opposite side is the rallying up, and then it pulls back. And then what does it do? It takes out or stalls at that left side high. Well, in this case, we've got a number of these patterns that have failed here in the Dow daily chart. And there's your H pattern. Come down. You're making your arch. You fail. You add a peak A, and it's come down. And the 9-period moving average, I'm going to go through those in a minute. I first want to do this, is still negative, and that is my technical tool of last resort. You can have GAN, you could have Chapman wave, you could have volume, you could have Fibonacci, you could just name all these different techniques. You could use cycles. Doesn't matter. As far as I'm concerned, these are the three core patterns that I'm looking at all the time: straight line up, straight line down, cup formation, arch formation, or a combination of 1 and 2 and 1 and 3. However, within that particular technique, there's something that I talk about all the time, and that is the 914. I call it the indicator of last resort. Why? Look at this. Shaky, 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 and then all of a sudden, November the 3rd, 9-period moving average pushes over the 14, and it rallies until when? It rallies. With all those zigging and zagging, it rallies from November the 3rd until the 4th of April. Now, I would say that, we're talking about all of November, all of December, and then 4 months. That's almost 6 months, almost actually to the day. And then the pink 9-period moving average turns negative. You can have all the techniques in the world. It doesn't matter. Once that turns negative, and it isn't just for a brief 1 or 2 day stay, it means now you have to, all I'm saying is, now you have to respect that. It says upside is probably limited, but until that 9-period moving average changes from pink back to green, and even then you need other technical indicators, this is a sell mode. All right, that's the daily chart of the S&P. Let's look at the S&P in the same thing, just 3 lines, a gray line, thick gray line, green 9-period moving average if it's over the black 14, or it changes to pink. 3 lines. Look, a big rally, but that 9-period moving average couldn't pop over the black line, so it stays pink. So that says, thus far, the S&P daily chart is still in a sell mode. QQQ. Same thing, even deeper retracement. Sell mode. There were 2 sessions back in January, Friday and Monday, back at around the 8th or so, where it went pink and then it went back to green, and now it's decidedly pink. Look at the IWM. A little bit better in the sense that the price is trying to get closer and closer to rallying, because I think when you see the Microsofts and the mega sevens, these absolutely mega sevens, sorry, that was a mistake. Yeah. Mega sevens, starting to go mega 5, mega 4, mega 3. That just says, where's that money going to go? Well, I'm watching the Russell 2000 small caps really closely, because there's a sense that at least there's an attempt now. It's done it before and failed, but there's an attempt to finally find a home. So with that said, let's go to something I was speaking about a moment ago. Microsoft, look at this. Pink, very sharp distance between the 9-period moving average and the 14. I'm talking about this even though we are long from 338. Here it is at 395. It's hit the 420s. Oh, oops, what am I saying? It went all the way to 429.37. Yeah, this is going to be something to monitor very closely. Amazon's earnings. So I think did it come out with earnings? I think it did. So it's up to at 181. Look, that 9-period moving average is getting closer and closer to turning green, but it hasn't yet. Looking at Apple's earnings come out, I think it was tonight. Look, it turned green. Can it hold that? Is there going to be a big surprise in Apple, and that's going to help the market for at least a couple of days? I don't know. All right, so I'm done with that. I just wanted to explain. I'm going through that in the daily charts, and yet look at the weekly charts. Look at the Dow. It's still green, the 9-period moving average. I drew in this little arch formation to say it could be a dreaded H pattern, but so far it's holding okay. It hasn't taken out the low of 37,753. So the weekly chart at this particular point, although it's real close to a sell signal, we got until tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Yeah, tomorrow at 4 o'clock to make some kind of a decision about whether it's going to go pink or not. We'll see what happens. So far it's holding. Look at the S&P weekly chart. We're done with the daily chart, arching over, up 3.41 at 5,021. But look at the weekly chart. That 9-period moving average is very much over the 14. And remember, I've got this as a C, but the ES is the one I'm really using, saying there's a chance that they're all making Ds where other things can happen in the Chapman wave methodology. And that's just a little bit weaker than the actual SPY or the index. So because it trades overnight, shows something slightly different. Days young, anything can happen. Let's go to the weekly chart of the QQQ. Same thing. Has made a peak D, still pulling back. 9-period moving average, the weekly is still above the 14. MACD, stochastic, all the other technical indicators are starting to pull back. And we'll just see. Price is determinant of that 9-period moving average. If next week go underneath 413.07. That's a big push. I'm even going to say if it goes under 416, there's probably that green 9-period moving average will turn pink. IWM is also still positive. We're getting closer to turning down. We're going to have to watch this closely. Dow's up 63, S&P's up 4. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
The Gold Report. As a precious metal, gold is still king. It continues to hold the most effective safe haven and hedging properties across the global major trading hubs of the London OTC market, the U.S. futures market, and the Shanghai Gold Exchange. The Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his weekly gold report every Monday morning for subscribers, consisting of coverage of the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, bonds, the South African rand, as well as 25 different mining equities with specific buy-sell recommendations. The Gold Report. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Subscribe to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report newsletter now at TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched The Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
So let me just go through this, because I had a question about why are you so cautious at the time? Why have you raised cash? Look at this CTAS, the Cintas Corporation. Overalls, uniforms, rentals made a peak E a couple of months ago at 704.84 in the monthly chart. A peak F, maybe F. It's an alternate count, but everything points to an F in the weekly chart. There's Chapman wave notations, and a peak E at 704.84 back in March. And look at this. Today's down 2%, down 14 at 649.48. I'm looking at this and I'm saying, this was being a beautiful bellwether for the move up, because this is the economy. This is the U.S. economy. And then with the report this morning about the jobless claims, let me just, if I can get this mouse to work, there it is, finally came back again. Look at that. A leg D to the downside that makes a trough D. Then now it's in a leg E in the daily chart. It's only an A in the weekly chart. The nine's still very strong. It's once again, it's the daily charts that are telling me just be careful. Let's look at WM, which is waste management. Whoops, WM right here, waste management. I like to look at these as kind of bellwethers for me about the economy. 240.24 top March 28th, plummets down to the 205s, rallies back to 214. Was that a round number high? 214.01. Yeah, just missed it. And now it's down to the 206 level. Peak D, double top in the weekly, still very good action. Leg C, peak C in the monthly chart. Yeah, waste management, got to watch it closely. Look at Caterpillar, big economic bellwether, 382.01 with the 381 high the day before on the 8th of April. Trading now at 329, 60 points was about 18%. That is not good. So there are things going on here that tell me that we're trying to resolve this digester phase that included a huge chunk of the really wonderful leaders in the NASDAQ, or not just the NASDAQ, but the leaders in especially the tech sector, and they're taking a breather. Look at the SMHs. Now they're up only 62 cents. They went all the way this morning to 211.92. They're at 208.42 in the arch formation here again. Same thing. been very negative on the sector. Right here is the turnaround. I don't know if that's going to hold, but that weekly chart still holding well, but that daily chart is in a sell mode. And look at this, NVIDIA, which had that round number 974.00 back in March, slumps to the 756.06 level on the 19th of April, had a 762 round number high, had a good rally yesterday. It went 2 days ago. It went all the way to there it is. It went to 888.19. Pulls back very sharply. Tried rally yesterday, but couldn't. Failed. And now it's trading at 834, and that pink 9-period moving average is still negative. And I can't even tell you. I don't even want to go into it. How many round numbers? Look at this. ASA. This is a fantastic. This is a great This ASA gold and precious metals is actually a close-in fund, basically. Makes a round number high, 18.00 yesterday, pulling back a bit. I'm going to be watching this one closely. Hey, we've just got a ringer in the bell. We have. Hello, who do we have?
This is Mark in Fort Collins, Colorado. How are you?
Mark, how are you? What would you like to look at?
So I bought a couple hundred shares of Shopify way back, and it doubled on me, which has been great. And I sold half, and I'm looking to put that other half back into it at some point. Give me your analysis.
So Shopify, folks, is customized online store platform. SHOP. Shop is the symbol. It's trading at 70.54. It's up 15 cents. So this is one I've been discussing for a long time. It was once 176.29 back in November of 2021. Slumps down to 23.62 October of 2022, and it's just been this is what you can call a stair-step move to the upside. Goes to peak A, takes a couple of months to go to leg B, and then finally gets to peak D, takes a couple of months to go to leg C, goes to peak C, and now it's taking a couple of months to digest the gains. If the synchronicity of this particular 3-month move to the downside to consolidate continues, then we are very close to some kind of at least a bounce. So this is what congratulations on taking your money off, because that pullback from the peak C, and usually at a peak C when you get a very deep pullback, it says, sometimes you almost have to unless you make a cup formation, and we've seen that a couple of times today. He has a perfect cup formation. This is the Eiffel Tower pattern. Oh, now it doesn't even look like much, but it was before. Here's in the 5-minute chart of the E-mini. You go straight up, you come back down, and then it makes a cup formation, and it tries to get back to the previous high. It made a peak C1, C2 in the 10-minute chart, and then plunged. So now what we're looking at, is there going to be in Shopify the same kind of pattern? Look, we've got it in miniature right here in the daily chart. It went from under the 200-period moving average to the 68. What is that? 68.02. Yeah, 68.02. Low of the 16th of April. Rallies to 74. That's a nice rally, but then it pulls back sharply to the 200-period moving average, which has been the magnet, and then it rallies, and it just couldn't take it out. Makes a U-shaped pattern, and then it fails. So, and now it's holding that 200-period moving average. So I'm going to suggest to you, don't be in a rush to put the money back. And when you do, I'm going to suggest that you split the putback into 2 parts. I wouldn't go more than that. 2 is enough. And one would be, you want to see, and I think you will get it, I want to see what the test of 69.43, that's the 200-period, let's call it 69. The whole 69 area, I want to see how it tested on any further pullback. If it closes under it again, you're going to have to wait to see if there's, the pattern, the dreaded H, and that would mean 68.02 is absolutely key to hold, because if it takes it out, it could go quite a bit lower. So that's number one. Number two is looking out on the monthly chart. I'm kind of with you, and it's one of those that we've got as a watch on my watch list for the high target for my newsletter, the opening call. But we haven't done anything here because this arch formation in the weekly, where the 9-period moving average went negative, it just says to me, I don't have anything positive right now. It's going to have to come from the daily, and the daily is also not showing that kind of veracity. But if today the high of today was 72.72. If that was holding, I would have said to you, right here, you could nibble on that with I don't know if you even want to have stops at this point. If you're going to add, it's going to be an ad where you feel so confident you can have almost like a 2.5 to a 3 point stop. I couldn't do that right here. And look how it quickly pulled back today. So I'm going to say have a little patience. I have to see if this is going to unfold with an arch formation. It looks like it will. But the whole thing is, how does it handle 69? That's only 1 point lower than where it is right now. But that's going to be important. So let's talk again in a couple of days. I would not be in a rush to get in. I think this particular area of the market, the whole customer-based area with just commercial buying, wow, I think that's in a little bit of a problem right now. You can see that in many areas. Hold off, Mark. Let's talk again, maybe Monday or Tuesday. Okay. Thank you for calling.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors. This portion of the Tiger Technicians Hour is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
So I was asked if I could look at I believe it was PBI. PBI is Pitney Bowes. So now Pitney Bowes is very much like the old Xerox. After Xerox kind of metamorphed and changed from a copying, from its copying era to all different sorts of things. In fact, I even think they're in transportation right now. They would have this. It would be absolutely a flat stock, just dying on the vine, and then suddenly there'd be a rumor or something. You'd have a move just like this. Here it is. Pitney Bowes is up. PBI is up at 517, up 96 cents, 22.8% from nothing. Nothing. So it had a peak A right there. That pulled back. There's another A. There's another A lower down. And all of a sudden, this is usually very positive when you get a bunch of A's that haven't taken out the left side. It's called the Chapman wave restart. And now you get peak A, peak B, peak C. And then who would have thought this is like that stock we were looking at the other day? The MSOS. Just while I'm thinking of, let me just do this. Oops, not there. MSOS. Tootling along in the 8s, and then suddenly the next thing we know, it's hitting the 11s, and that's Advisor Shares Pure U.S. Cannabis stock. So there it is. Look, tootling along, and then boop, news. So PBI just had the same thing happen. I don't know what the news is. It doesn't matter. Look, it's holding, and it's holding the news very well. It's spiraled. It gapped up, opens at 450. The low is 445. Has a high of 524, and it's just under that now. It's at 517. So let me just call this D right now. Oops, uppercase on the way up. And it's right at the 200-period moving average in the weekly. So I'm going to suggest that unless there's something that has extremely good follow-through, I wonder if Peaky mentioned what it is. PBI. No, I don't see anything following up. Tell me what it is. No, I don't know what it is, but whatever, I could go to find out, but I don't want to do that right now. It's holding well. And that means that the veracity of whatever if it's a rumor, it's different. If it's a fact, then it's holding very well. If any time during the day it drops below 480, that's a real problem. We saw that in a stock I was following yesterday, CDRN, CD. I'm just guessing now. No, it's not. CDMO. No, that wasn't. There was one that also did the same thing. Oh, was it HUL? Yeah, okay, I can't find it right now. So in the meantime, PBI, I'll tell you right now that these sudden spikes to the upside, it's making higher highs and higher lows. So something's going on in Pitney Bowes that I actually like. I did look at it. It was mentioned to me about, I'd say about a month ago. And I said, yeah, it's acting quite well. It's going higher highs and higher lows. I didn't do the notation. A, B, C, D pulls back. So it's another A, B, C, another A, B, C, D in the weekly chart to the 200-period moving average. All I can say is keep this on your radar. I don't know if you have this. They reported better. Oh, good EPS earnings, and they reported better. Okay, this is in play. So, Peaky, I'm going to suggest, I don't know if you have it, but this is one that for you on your list when you love to see these growers, in other words, these stocks that have internal improvements that are reflected well on the stock itself, the stock chart. I like this. So what would I do? I'd have a little patience buying it. I know in your case, because once it's hit this 200-period moving average in the weekly chart, if it can hold by Friday's close above 506, let's call it 5. That's going to be a good thing for next week. But the objective is to get you to the upside candle of the April 2 years ago, of 5.72. So that's quite a bit. That's a 12% or something gain from where it is now. So I'm going to suggest keep your eye on this. Oh, you own it already. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're one of those longer term buyers that holds. Then I'm going to suggest to you, normally I would say it's a gift. Yesterday when it was trading at 4.32 or 4.20, did you say to yourself, tomorrow I'm going to wake up with a 22% gain? No. So once you do that, normally I would say to you, take a little bit off just to reward yourself. The move that you just seen in one day, no, the move that you just saw in 5 minutes is really something that could have taken 3 to 5 months to get. So take a little bit off. And then what I would do is, I don't even know if I want to say that because you're a longer term buyer. I know what I'm going to do. You have two choices. One is to just give yourself a little reward and take a little bit off, and you can just put it right back at 480. That's a good 30 cents. Yeah, that's a good percentage down. It means that you got yourself a gain from nothing. So you've taken something off and you can put it back in the 480 area, right? That's number one. Number two is don't do anything. You haven't done anything up until now. Hold it, because I think this will make a leg D in the monthly chart. There you are. I like PBI, Pitney Bowes. I don't know how they've come back from the dead. When I say dead, we're talking about a stock that was up. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I can do this on a monthly basis. I just remember this from way back. It was one of those that. Yeah, there you are. Look, I'm going back. I'm scrolling back to 1990. There you are. 1998. I remember this in the 70s. Pitney Bowes, 73.31, April of 1999. And I would have to tell you that this is just past April of 2024. 25 years, right? Hey, it's been around for a while. I like it. I think very good eye. Congratulations on holding it. And that's a really nice way to treat the market, just with respect. I like what I like. I'm holding it because I believe in it, and that's exactly what you've done. Congratulations. So two things, maybe take a little bit off and you can put it back. In your case, I'd actually do nothing. I'd just hold it. I mean, why bother over a small position when you've got yourself, and I believe you should have a really good gain. Congratulations. We've got a good congratulations there. Let's just go back to the E-mini because I had a question about it. Yeah, so, in Chapman, we're always looking for peak Ds. Well, lo and behold, and in the 10-minute chart, that was a peak C1, C2 that just failed to make D. That's considered a peak C1, C2. In the cup formation, remember, if you do the vertical test, that was way stronger, that move at 9 o'clock than at 9:30. That was just a horrible action, and it came down sharply. So here's your D. Underneath, when you fail, not you, when the price fails, under the 200, without even touching it, it's going to have to wait a little longer before it even gets. So this is a big move in the E-mini, 5,062. I do believe it's going to test the 569 level. You might have to just wait a little bit. I'll be back in a moment. Dow's up 157. S&P's up 17. Oh, we've got a lot to look at. Got a lot of questions came in. I'll get to it.
The Gold Report. As a precious metal, gold is still king. It continues to hold the most effective safe haven and hedging properties across the global major trading hubs of the London OTC market, the U.S. futures market, and the Shanghai Gold Exchange. The Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his weekly gold report every Monday morning for subscribers, consisting of coverage of the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, bonds, the South African rand, as well as 25 different mining equities with specific buy-sell recommendations. The Gold Report. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Subscribe to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report newsletter now at TFNN.com.
The stock market is a delicate interconnecting web of commodities, equities, and trader psychology. When one string of the web is pulled, it has a ripple effect across the broader market. This is where opportunity lies. But how are you to gather all of this information into one cohesive model when you're already spending your energy looking for any possible trade opportunities? Luckily, you don't have to worry about that, as Tom O'Brien has brought all important market news to you in one single newsletter, Market Insights. Market Insights provides a daily overview of what's happening in the indexes, bonds, gold, and more. Follow along with Tom daily as he analyzes the components that affect the overall movement of the stock market, giving insight into how each one plays either a bullish or bearish role. Tom Tom also analyzes specific equities that he believes has the potential to make huge returns, and his track record proves his analysis right. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Don't let the market leave you in the dust.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Folks, as I was saying, in the 1-minute chart, this explains very nicely the Chapman methodology. If underneath the previous high or under the 200-period moving average, there's a peak D that fails to touch it, you got to be careful because it's going to be a rejection moment. It's going to be a repellent. It becomes the magnet, the opposite of a magnet. I've always been wondering, what's the name? So magnet brings you to, but when you reverse it, it repels it. It's a repeller. Okay, so with that said, just watch this closely. Right now, the real 5,048 will be in 5,046 is the test coming up. Okay, let's get back to our story. So a bunch of questions came in. So yeah, XBI. Could I look at XBI? I hope I've still got it all notated. Yes, I do. XBI is the S&P Biotech. Oh, of course, the Biotech ETF. This is the S&P. This is a much different chart pattern to the NASDAQ. Look, the NASDAQ. This looks exactly like the NASDAQ. It used to be. They used to be quite different. They do different things. No, this is just a bounce in the daily up at the 200-period moving average for the IBB, and the XBI is trading above the 200-period moving average. So on a very short-term basis, for the first time now, the S&P Biotech is slightly stronger than the IBB, the NASDAQ Biotech. But I don't like either of them. I think this is in, let me just see here, in the Tiger YouTube, did I just see something about Myrna? Yeah, Myrna. Oh, Myrna's acting so nicely. Moderna, Inc., Biotech COVID, back in the COVID days, many other trials going on. Look at this. So let me just do this because although the question is XLB, I'm just going to say as an index, I just think it's a bounce. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. As A, B, C, that goes to the D. Okay. So you remember, this is the start. Always check your lowest low in the Chapman methodology and count the waves, the peaks from there or the troughs down. So that's your low right there. That was the low around about 84 in February. So it goes peak A, peak B, peak C. Then it pulls back. Here's your starting point. That peak has to be counted. So that's a gray A because it's under that C right there. Look, that's an A, but that's also an A, even though it's lower. Then it goes to a B, and that B is a double top right there because it goes to 111.80, and then it pulls back and it goes to 112. So that's your C, round number 12, right? There's C, and then it goes to a D. So it's actually fulfilled all of that. Now you can't start this as an A and a B and a C because you've already done your D. In fact, you could even put in a down arrow because the 9-period moving average went negative. It pulled back very sharply. This could be a brand new start of a move to the upside. So this would be the lowest low. That's an A, and that's a B. But that could be a continuation of that. So it could be E/C. I'm just saying that as I read it right now, I'm going to give it the alternate count E/B. But wait a minute. If you're giving an alternate count, it means that that buy mode from there is still active. Therefore, you have to say, then that's an A, that's a B, and I needed to double check that the peaks from below that get counted as well. Now, I'm quite satisfied that that could be an E/B. All right. So with that in mind, that's the daily chart. And there's your cup formation, but with a higher high. So that's a very good thing so far. And so far, it looks like the daily could close well above the last high, which was the high of 115.89 back in April. Now, this is peak B. And remember, this is your starting point right here. Give it an up arrow. This is Moderna. Trading right now up 8.27, up 7.4% at 119.73. So that's your starting point. So that's an A right there. It gets a little messy. I try not to do too many of these things. That's your B. And that's your C. Right there. Overlapping wave goes to a C, 115.97, 115.89. I love this. So this goes to a C right here. And now you've got yourself a D. So this is a new leg D in the weekly chart. If this fails, just like that 1 minute chart failed underneath the 200 period moving average, if there's a lower high this coming week, lower than 121.73 or whatever the high is this week, that's it. Just be a little careful. You wanted to get as close as possible to the 123.80. Says, wow, there's a really good chance you're going to smack 126.27, the magnet 200 period moving average. And this is improving the monthly chart because finally it's making a leg B. This is a slow mover, and we discussed this. There were people that asked me over and over and over, and I said, if you've done your homework and you're satisfied with it, as a very long-term buy and hold, I'm putting it in that category, because it seems to do things correctly at times, and it's got a lot of products on the market. I don't know what it's got, but this is acting much better. Okay, so with that said, key support is in the 111 to 109 area on a more intermediate term basis. Hope that helps you. Good. Next question came in, and I want to look at it. I didn't do gold, so let's do gold. Gold right now is down just a little bit. Oh, it's unchanged right now at 2,311. With a 9-period moving average that's gone negative. That doesn't mean to say, oh my, that's the end of the world. It just says that's a confirmation. Well, I have to wait for the end of the day because it's a daily chart. That you're going from a sell signal to a sell mode. Weekly chart made a peak D. Peak D is where other things can happen. Monthly charts only at a peak B. That's still very positive. So looking at the GDX, and I think that really was the question, the GDX is trading up 34 cents at 33.66. And with that said, it's really just going sideways. It's made the arch formation. It might be making another arch formation. That weekly chart has made a 35.75 high, still holding the 9s way over the 14. You know, this whole Middle East thing is not going away. It's just not going away very quickly or very easily. I would say, for me, looking at this is not to do with other things. This is to do with gold as a safety haven for countries and really big investors. So I think that it's holding very well, the GDX. And I want you to look at silver. Is silver up today? Silver is up 23 cents. This is a lousy chart. This is in a sell mode in the daily. Weekly is still holding well, but it's not a peak D pullback from the 30-ish area. Now at 26.97. That's a work in progress. Let's look at high-grade copper. High-grade copper is pulling back quite sharply from that peak F top. I shouldn't say top, from the peak F that we saw at about 469. And here it is at 450. Leg D, I'm really watching this very closely because SSCO, which is kind of the leader of the group, Southern Copper, has made a peak E with 121 round number high 4 days ago. And now it's trading at 114, 7 points. That's a pretty big move down from the round number high, but that doesn't mean a thing because the 9 is over the 14. And if I did the vertical test, and the technicals were much weaker 3 days ago, but look at that 9-period moving average, still holding very well. Basil Chapman, Tiger Conditions Hour. We've got one segment to go. Dow's up 131. S&P's up 12. I'll be right back.
Tigers, you've seen his show, you've learned from his webinars, and now it's time to trade side by side with him. Join Larry Pesavento for the second month of his new service, Live Trading Fridays. Hosted in the Tigers Den trading room on Discord, Larry has analyzed a number of commodities and indices, placed profitable trades, and explained his method. Whether you're new to trading or are a seasoned market veteran, trading side by side with a titan like Larry Pesavento will only enhance your game. Utilizing Fibonacci retracements and ABCD structures, Larry provides decades of insight into when to place trades, when to exit, when to ignore, and so much more. Learning is doing. So if you're serious about learning technical analysis and becoming profitable in this uncertain market, Live Trading Fridays is a must-have tool in your arsenal. Live Trading Fridays occur every second and fourth Friday of the month, so trading events for this month are May 10th and 24th. If you're serious about trading, we'll see you there. TFNN, educating investors.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Hi, folks. I had a question about URNM. I did this yesterday, I think, or the day before, and I said, I think it could be the silent winner for 2024, again, like it was in 2023. It's up today, up to at 53.88. I like that. The CCJ is kind of the leader in that uranium group, Cameco Core, uranium fuel. The monthly chart looks fabulous. The weekly chart's improving a lot. Daily chart needs a little bit of work to get to the to break 52.64, the last high. So I like this very much. There are areas in the market that are doing very nicely. And I think that this is in an area it's not energy, it's not minerals, it's not anything. It's its own unique thing. Uranium fuel, of course, it's energy, but it's in a different category. And I think it's a silent category that says somehow or other market is favoring this. And I don't know if it's the case, but I do think that there are signs that, and we own a uranium stock, there are signs that this could be the silent winner as everything else starts rotating through different phases. So with that said, just one quick thing again, the SMHs, semiconductors, not acting very well, only up $1.51. And, you know, where the semis go, generally the market tends to go. And I'm just keeping that as a kind of a kind of a benchmark there that I'm looking at. So with that said, we've got Apple earnings coming out today, and I just think that Apple's saying I could come out with some good news, but I'm kind of stuck in a range for now. I'm going to need something spectacular to go from 171 right now and stay, not just bounce, but stay in the 176 to 178 area. And absolutely the round number 165 close of the other day. That's imperative to hold over the next week. We'll see what happens, and that could influence the market a little bit. Stay tuned for Steve Rhodes. He has a wonderful show coming up, and all the rest of the programming. Check out my opening call, my daily newsletter, and I will see you tomorrow.